again everybody, this is Craig Peters here from Soundiron, and in today's walkthrough we're going to be checking out the newest addition to our vintage keys series, Yumtone H4. The Electone HC-4 is a Japanese FM synthesizer that was introduced to the market around the late 80s. This instrument featured two 44-note key beds, a foot pedal system, drum and rhythm machine, 16 operator FM voices, and much more. For Yumtone H4, we sampled this classic FM synthesizer and captured a bunch of sustains and staccatos. We also have some piano, vibraphone, some bell sounds, tempo syncable drum loops, some different drum hits, sound effects, and much more. So let's go ahead and dive in and start checking out some of the sounds within our newest vintage keys series library, Yumtone H4. So in a similar fashion to our other vintage keys libraries, we recorded this instrument in wide stereo and direct line in to give you a few different tonal options to choose from. So right now I got the line in key I loaded up, and this really captures the heart and soul of the instrument as it's recorded direct right into it. So let's just go ahead and play through a few of the different sounds that come with the library. And then if you want to cycle through some of the different sounds, you can use these left and right arrows, or you can just directly click here and you'll see this big drop down of all these different sounds that come with the library. So let's just go ahead and play through some of the other long articulations. The synth included some piano and vibraphone type sounds as well, so let's go ahead and play through some of these. This is a piano. Whenever I get on some sounds like these, I always want to play this. It's like the only real bluesy scale that I know, so it's really fun to play, especially when you hear these kind of sounds. And as I mentioned earlier, there's this vibraphone sound that comes with the synth as well, and it's a really fun sound. Then we also recorded these bell sounds from the synth. Let's go ahead and check out some of these bass long articulations. This one almost sounds like a bass guitar. And if you're creating any music within the hip hop or trap genre, these are great, especially because they have a lot of low end and they have this really nice kind of. And then if you want to thicken up any of these sounds, just go over here to this octave knob. And this increases it an octave above and below, so you're really thickening up the sound. We also included a bunch of staccato variations of a lot of these sounds as well, so if you just want to play real quick and short and snappy, you can do that as well. And this works great, especially when you use it with the Arpeggiator. So if you want to access that, just go up here to this Advanced tab. You can turn on the Arpeggiator. Let's just see what it sounds like right now. So let's go ahead and play around with the note value. Then we can change the direction as well. Let's have it to where it just goes down and up. And then we can also add some effects as well. So let's just go ahead and let's turn on some reverb. And then we can go ahead and turn on some LFO. So right now the target is set to pitch, so it sounds a little bit wacky. But we can change it to volume, bass, treble, pitch, pan. I like pan because it usually plays around with the stereo field. You can also lock this to your host tempo. So the higher it goes, it sounds a bit erratic. But you can have it work with the tempo of your track, so you can have it to where it all sounds synced up. Then we got some filtering. We can go ahead and set this to mod wheel. And this is a real quick way to get some movement and some evolution within the instrument using these features. So experiment with these because they're a lot of fun and you can get some really cool sounds when you utilize them. And then we got some tempo syncable drum loops for you to use. So let's just go ahead and check some of these out. And then if you want to hear the tempo that these are actually recorded at, just go ahead and turn this lock icon off. And if you want all these drum loops to sync to your project tempo, make sure that this lock icon is engaged so that way that they all line up. Then we also got some drum hits. For Yumtone H4, we also handcrafted 20 evolving textural soundscapes out of the source content of this library, so let's go ahead and play through some of these. And if you want to take any of these ambiances and turn them into some really cool synth leads, it's super easy. All you got to do is go down to this little glide slider down here on the bottom right. And this is going to introduce a Portamento style effect, and the higher you have it set, the more exaggerated it's going to be. So let's go ahead and hear how it sounds right now. And then if we turn this up, let's go ahead and turn this all the way up so you can hear how it sounds all the way cranked and exaggerated. And to kick you off in your next compositional journey, we've included a folder of 20 custom effects presets for you to use to hopefully inspire you on your next track. And these are all created using the different features from the Advanced tab as well as the effects rack of this library. So let's go ahead and have a playthrough of some of these. This next effects preset's really cool. It utilizes some of the different sound effect key up and key down effects that we recorded. So let's go ahead and check this out. Alright, so that about wraps up this walkthrough for Yumtone H4. If you want to learn more about this library or any of the other libraries within our Vintage Keys series, make sure to go to soundiron.com. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all future videos like these, as well as hit the notification bell so you can get updated as soon as our videos go live. And until next time, I want to thank you so much again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.